State Farm, the presenting sponsor of the 2022 Tiny Desk Contest, is proud to support the Tiny Desk Contest Top Shelf Series. State Farm thanks the amazing artists participating and all of you tuning in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to Tiny Desk Top Shelf. I'm Bob Boilen. The Tiny Desk Contest, for those who don't know, is our nationwide search to find the great next undiscovered artist to play a Tiny Desk concert. That's the desk at NPR that I often work behind. And they'll go on, the winner will go on tour with us, with NPR Music. This is the 8th year of the contest. We received entries from thousands of artists from every state in the country, including the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. You can watch these entries and go down this wonderful rabbit hole by going npr.org/tinydeskcontest. Before we announce this year's winner, and that will be soon, some of our contest judges are sharing their favorite entries as part of our annual Tiny Desk Contest Top Shelf series, which is what this is. And today, my partner in crime, Tiny Desk Contest producer, contest judge, Bobby Carter. Hey, Bobby.
Long time no see, Bob.
He and I are going to kick things off with some of our very favorite videos. So if you're in the chat room, say hi. Tell us what you think about these things as they go by. We'd love to know. We certainly have watched, so many of these videos, and it's really great to see the feedback for the artists who've submitted, right? It's great to know if you're an artist out there, people think. Do you have a good time watching all these, Bobby?
It's like this is my third year as a judge, and I think I said it last year, but it's every single year is different, I guess in 2020, I felt like we had a clear-cut winner with Linda Diaz. Last year, there was we were in the room for a long time, and Neffy prevailed. And this year, I can think of 5 to 10 people who could win this thing. So it's exciting. Question for you. This is year 8.
Yes.
Does this get any easier for you?
Oh, absolutely not. But easy maybe isn't right. Deciding is hard.
Yeah.
Right. And that's never been easy. Sometimes a little easier than others, but it's certainly always fun. Like, you just don't know what that next video is going to bring.
Yeah.
It could be a guy, dressed as a
some wild stuff.
dressed as a dwarf playing a harp, an elf, not a dwarf, but an elf, which we got, and that was wonderful and beautiful. It's everything and anything, and that's why I love this. And we're here because we went down these rabbit holes and watched so many. We just wanted to give a taste of the things we loved, and one of the things we mutually loved, and this is not the first year this has happened, is an artist named Selena Moon.
If there was ever a crown for queen of Top Shelf, she would get it hands down. It can't be understated how hard it is to make it, even here, 3 years in a row. And she has just consistently delivered an amazing song with a beautiful visual every single time. And I can't say enough good things about her. She says that her and her band, they actually got together during quarantine when they delivered the first one. And for this video in particular, they got it in the first take.
Wow. And it's not easy because you got cellos and upright basses and her on the harp, and I think we should watch it.
Yeah, Selena Moon, Let It Go.
but you never believed that I'd be right. But as I watch my hands pick up the pieces of the mess you've made, unearthing every heartbreak, every memory, all the history that's made. Just let it go, 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 and let it go, 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 let it go. I heard every single footstep. I knew where they were headed to, and every bag you kept on filling made my vision come true. But as I watch my hands pick up the pieces of the mess you've made, unearthing every heartbreak, every memory, all the history that's made. Just let it go, 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 and let it go, 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 and let it go, 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 and let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, 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 and let it go, 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 and let it go, 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 and let it go, 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 and let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, and let it go.
Let it go, 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 let it go,
Let it go, and let it go.
let it go, 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 let it go.
I'm not even sure how to characterize that music, and maybe it's not important to do that, but I really hope one day I get to see Selena Moon live and hear the variety of music they do.
Every time with each setup for each video that she submitted, I can just picture it right behind the desk. I mean, I think about Josh too, with setting up harps, and our engineer Josh setting up harps and all of this instrumentation. But I mean, it just it checks all the boxes for what we love in a Tiny Desk and a Tiny Desk contest submission. Yeah, you're right. I can't classify. There's no genre because her voice is really rich and soulful, but the strings, it's all over the place. But that's kind of what I love about it. The opening scene. I read the ring that she has on her finger. She makes jewelry, and the ring in the video it has a little picture of a desk, and it says Tiny Desk.
Okay, go back and watch. Zoom in. Yeah, that's the other thing is the clever nature of, because we ask artists when they submit to the contest to record behind a desk of their choosing, and that desk can be anything that you care to imagine, and yeah, the imagination, there's one right there. We may see others today. I'm going to take us to something, one of the things I probably see maybe a little less of over the years, which is just a band rocking, like really hard guitar and fierce and in your face. And I found that for sure in a group called A Very Special Episode. They're a New York trio. They describe themselves as New York City noise rockers. They told us that they recorded their Tiny Desk contest entry at a desk under the band member's office bed. Now, I love that there's something called an office bed. I guess that's maybe a very 2020-ish thing, right? but yeah, indeed.
What world are we living in right now?
I know. So, how about if I go ahead? We'll play a very special episode and their song called "Cowboy."
Let's do it.
Just like a thorn from a cactus through your ear. It's the middle of that desert over that cowboy.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Louder, please.
Wake up, everybody. It's going down.
I'm imagining that in the office, and it would rattle the newsroom, which isn't close to us.
We'll make a lot of people happy and a couple people upset. But I'm all about it.
For those who've watched Tiny Desk contests over the years, and certainly the last few have been at home concerts, but the ones in our office is literally our office, and the desk is literally my working desk, and it's right around the bend from your working desk, and not too far from, like the Washington desk where all the political editorial stuff is done, and then it's a big open space. NPR is, so sound just travels. So we're doing something at the Tiny Desk. People who are on deadline in the newsroom know we're doing something upstairs at the Tiny Desk. So.
And at times they would come up like they would come up with that face. I was like, oh, I know what this is. They'll just come and look and then just leave. It's just,
what's the matter? You don't like a marching brass band?
oh boy.
Yeah. So what do you got? Pick me a fave that.
Let's go to New Jersey. Her name is Kavana Rose. Some deep soul and a very sweet love song, but not your typical love song. It's called 33. Her name is Kavana Rose. I just really fell in love with the voice. And man, she shot this in a special place for me, a record store. So let's check her out. Her name is Kavana Rose, and this song is called 33.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I wish you the best luck, caring for your baby, even for your lady. I think that she's beautiful. Guess we just didn't work. I can't lie, it still hurt. It hurts even worse knowing that you're with somebody so beautiful. But I'd never come between what you have, what you made. But what if we hadn't met when we were young and dumb? What if we were meant to be? Yeah, what if we were mature enough to wait and see? What if we met when we were 33? I loved you on purpose, deeper than the surface, deeper than the ocean. How could you not know this? How could you sit there and tell me that you didn't know it? I'm happy if you're happy, but tell me you don't love me. Tell me you don't spend your boring weeknights thinking of me. Tell me you won't spend the rest of your life thinking of me. But I'd never come between what you have, what you made. What if we hadn't met when we were young and dumb? Yeah, what if we were meant to be? Yeah, what if we were mature enough to wait and see? What if we met when we were 33? Ooh, if you're happy, but tell me you don't love me. Tell me you don't spend your boring weeknights thinking of me. Tell me you won't spend the rest of your life thinking of me.
Yeah. What a
It's,
voice.
It's just it's raspy, and she sings with so much emotion. And that's what sells it for me. It's almost like she misses 33, but she's, when she wrote to us, she said she's 33 right now. She's just on I guess the tail end of 33. And she says it's a special year for her, where wisdom starts to come. Remember 33?
I do.
I vaguely remember.
I think it's somewhere there. I want to say something really silly that if she's watching, she might appreciate and may know and may not know. But I noticed that this video, 33, was submitted on March 3rd, so 3/3, and I also noticed that this was the third video that we played today. So just saying.
Hey, I didn't know all of that, but I hope you're watching. You got a new fan, and
Yeah.
stars sound. This seems like the stars are aligning here.
I love it. I love it.
it.
So one of the things we try to do as judges, and we have other judges, including we'll do a top shelf with Japanese breakfast, Michelle Zahner, and Ile next top shelf, and one of the things we try to do is, like, we all have our personal music loves and the sorts of things we do love, but as judges we try to let go of that and just see the utter talent that's there, because that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
It's not about whether it's music that you would spend your week listening to. It's for us as judges, it's really about, is somebody really remarkable, and if so, we want to shine a light.
Yeah.
And we do that through this top shelf. We do it with blog posts of some of our favorites, and then also, of course, as judging the winners. And the next artist I want to play, Daltrick, fell into that category, which is, well, let's start with the good. Well, it's all good, but let's start with the part. What a talent! Like, I'm an electronic musician, and watching her with her Ableton rig and all the looping pedals, but also like flute and all sorts of stuff, and her singing, and her ability, and her presence, her sheer presence was remarkable. Now, the music aside, pop music isn't a thing that I listen to every day, but she's got something really special. She does a song called In the Blue, and she's a Singapore-born musician and technologist, she describes herself. Let's listen to Daltrick.
Let's do it.
If I knew the rhythm of my heart had hit too soon, I'd fold my hands from holding you. Oh, maybe we'd still be cool. If I had prayed enough to see the light of day, I'd fold my cards from being played. Oh, maybe we'd keep the faith. Wishing I could be as cool as you. Find another pretty baby for some good love, maybe a few. But some people ain't easy for free. Hold up, hate to break it to you, boy, that's me. Twice been didn't shy away, so you caught me in the blue. Keep painting my heart in gray when you wash me in the blue. Too blind, gone astray, left me lying in the blue. I'm standing still in the purple rain, eyes burn red again, blackening my heart with the truth in the blue. Too blind, gone astray, left me lying in the blue. I'm standing still in the purple rain, eyes burn red again, blackening my heart with the truth in the I'm standing still in the purple rain, eyes burn red again, blackening my heart with the truth in the Too blind, gone astray, let me lying in the blue. Blue skies better shine away, I'll be coming after you. Daltrick.
Wow.
Everything about that. She just nailed it, and it's such a fun video to watch, right?
She just kept going. I'm like, oh, vocals too? The flute? I'm like, what is going on? This is just talent overload. No, I love that too, and I knew that would be right up your wheelhouse. But I fell in love with that one too. She's so talented, yo.
It's kind of awesome when like technology can send you down a place that pulls away from your soul and can get kind of serious. And I mean, every one of those buttons that she's dealing with there, with using a program called Ableton and a few other sort of an Akai thing, but they all do different things. It's not like a key on a keyboard, a piano keyboard, where you hit that note, it's going to be a C. That red light on the third level of that thing could be starting a drum loop. It could be playing a note. It could be changing a vocal effect that she's got on her little mic. Like, that's all stuff you got to remember while she's like lively and singing the words and then picking up the flute.
And like, playing music. Like, it's just like, it's a combination of musical ability and like learning that technology is a whole nother world. It's just... It's awesome. Amazing.
Daltrick. So, where are we going?
Colorado.
Okay.
Her name is Lauren Freehoff. And every time I watch this video, it just wrecks me. Not only because of her voice and just the song itself, but the songwriting really hits home for me personally. And she has such a story. She's so young. I think she just made the age to enter the contest, and she made the best of it. This song is called Fragments of a Stranger.
How did I ever come to this? I got so comfortable being defenseless. Now I'm just another shadow in the soul machine. I had to fight my own mind to beat this honesty when I can't even spell out my own truth. And oh, my freedom, what did you turn into? So careful with the crowd, I don't know who I'm looking at. Oh, what I see, a fragment of a stranger with no self-esteem. I tried so hard to convince them all I was complete, and I guess I've succeeded, 'cause all my fear, what if I turned into, oh, so careless with myself. I look so much like you. So restore me. Oh, restore me. Ooh, 'cause all my freedom, what did you turn into? Oh, so careful with the crowd. I don't know who. And all my fear, what if I turned into? Oh, so careless with myself. I look so much like you. I don't know my use. So restore me. Oh, restore me. Oh, restore me. Oh, restore.
I'm like, 18 years old. How are you that?
What were you doing at 18, Bobby?
Like, I don't, nothing close to this, man. It's just like unbelievable. Like when I first heard her voice, I was like, I just need to meet your parents, because where did all of this come from so early? Her range is just incredible. The song and the way it's layered and the progression of it, it's just really, really, it just gives me chills. She's so talented. She's entered another talent. I think she was on The Voice.
Oh.
And I'm like, who beat her? What? Stuff like this, it just totally validates this contest. It's just really, she's amazing.
We got an awful lot of videos, and we ask folks for a little description, and when they submit, and I've read a bunch of those descriptions, and so many of the things that people would sing and write about, and in their descriptions would talk about, would be life the last few years.
Yeah.
And it's very reflective, and another reason worth going down and watching some of these other videos. She said she was going through an identity crisis in the fall, and the peace and clarity she got from working on this song was important to her.
Yeah.
Some people want music for entertainment's sake, and for many, myself included, it's catharsis. It's like a vacation, that you can take for your mind and get you away from the day to day. Sometimes the day to day creeps into it and helps make it sometimes better.
100%. I think I was thinking the same thing. It's just like, what we look for in these submissions, like you just want to feel something, right? Whether it's bliss, or in this case, this is just really personal, something that you can relate to, and I just thought I just felt all the things when I watched this video. So
that's awesome, Lord Freehoff.
Yeah.
You got another?
Ooh, do I have another? Where we going, Bob?
I think you. We're gonna do Black Spade, maybe.
Oh yes, let's go to my hometown. St. Louis.
That's right. I knew there was a St. Louis connection. Yeah.
We had a couple submissions, a couple really good submissions from the Lou this year, which I was very proud to see. But Black Spade and the Cosmos, Black Spade has been a mainstay in the independent music scene in St. Louis for, I want to say, 20 years. He's just always all over the place out there. And he's just a quadruple threat. He's a writer, singer, rapper, producer. This song is just amazing. He got together with the band called the Cosmos, and they really delivered something. The song is called Parallel, I Live Again. Let's check it out.
Looking out the window for a change, which never seems to drive by. If it's in my will to make us show up, then I'll do it in a twinkling of an eye. Look how my brown skin so bang, 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 bang. Look how trample it down off the trees. Nothing that first and first, that memories. Trying to join this in the game, but got stuck with a bunch of peas. These are kind of which lock, my brother, which one the key? For us to get free from pigs, yellow peas. Tell them I ain't doing what they like, ah, nigga, please. You gotta be more than a trap for going to see your yo. Mothers want they son back, nigga, fuck a good people as a kid. I never look for the biggest hero. Fuck me, yeah, believe for them, but that's a deal. For your baby, yours, they fuck them. Yes, watch when the bitch low. Trees through the breeze in the black money cut low. The brothers won't never let to go light. Stay strong, love, and keep the fight, you heard? Hey, the brothers won't never let to your life. Stay strong, love, and keep the fight. Can see that slave work harder than the slave master. And the mill was made more than the book and pastor. Living hell on the downfall in the middle of within the rapture. Guessed it, America's master. No food, it was days we smashed that. Government cheese, man, please, it was days we smashed it. Mama said, it was free at last. They heard my ancestors with no Thomas Jefferson casket. Bringing waters, crack, ever, and plastic. I love how my people, they play their hand, this help. Even when we own this shit and get treated like the help. No super burger, just like me. Even the skin get kids, no loot, hey. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, they make lemonade. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, calves, they make lemonade. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, they make lemonade. Lemonade, lemonade. Yo, once again, yo, I shine, you shine, I shine, you shine. I ain't gotta change, you shine, 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 shine. Yeah, come on, I shine, you shine, I shine, you shine. Shit, I ain't gotta change, you shine, 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 shine. Hell, hell, time in the way. Last made in the cosmos. Yeah, 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 yeah. I shine, you shine, I shine, you shine. I ain't gotta change, you shine, 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 all hell, Cosmos, worshiping things we saw in the dreams who knew that one will come true. Dream them that live again.
Wow. Black Spade and the Cosmos. That was Parallels, I Live Again. Listen, he gave us a 9-minute video, y'all. So we had to give you just a piece of it. But please go back and check it out. He took his chance and ran with it. But yeah, that is, like I said, he's from St. Louis, Missouri. Funny thing about his stage name is Black Spade. His real name is cooler than his stage name, if you ask me. His
What
real
is it?
name is Vito Money, which is just
Really?
like, yeah, it's just like, is that your real name? Nah, he is, his voice, he in the song, he says pain, pain, pain. And I just always hear pain in his voice. Again, I always go back to, I'm always looking for soul and depth. And his voice, you just hear pain. And I'm just so happy he submitted this video because he's been grinding out for a long time. The band is amazing. Again, another band that would sound great behind the desk. But I love that video. Shout out to Black Spade.
And now for something completely different. I want to go to right, which is what happens when we watch the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Sofia Subaya Vastek is the artist. Now we got a number of videos that I quite love from solo piano players. People, I mean, that was their desk, that people submitted in all sorts of styles, classical, jazz. This one, I'm not sure where to put it. It's not maybe. Leans to classical, but it also leans to sort of an ambient music that I like, in that you see her playing around with the piano, which is this old, I think she said it was a 1902 piano. I can't remember the name of it, but you see it's all open,
Yeah.
and then you can see her pressing on the dampers and so forth and making different sounds with it. It's really beautiful. This one really struck me one night after seeing a number of videos that were so very different. This just took me to a different place. Sophia's video is called The Seas. Song is called The Seas That Made Us. SEAS.
I love this. That's beautiful. Look at us curating. We're giving people a ride. We're putting people on a ride right now. I'm looking at this lineup of videos, and this is amazing. That was beautiful.
It's exceptional stuff. There's so much talent in this world. You know, when I was a kid, there'd be like 20 or 30 albums in a year that was something that you would grab onto, and often was in a very similar genre as kids listen to the radio, because radio was very genre specific, at least for me growing up in the 60s, 70s and all that. But now there's music accessible of so many different kinds.
Yeah.
We often still get in our own bubbles.
Of course.
And one of the beauties of this Tiny Desk contest, if you just let go for a minute, is just to go down and watch. You can do that at the Tiny Desk contest, npr.org/Tiny Desk contest. Just start randomly watching stuff, and you'll see things like that, and you'll just go, whoa, okay. Right. Like, maybe I won't listen to that every day, but look at this.
Yeah, it's undeniable. It just puts you in a place. I felt like euphoric when I heard that, and just watching like that piano plucking the things, like, what's going on? So great. You want to? I think we're taking it out, right? I'm taking. I think
you're taking it out.
Yeah. And, listen, y'all. This is what I'd call a slow build. I'll be honest. When I watched this, the first couple seconds, I was like, "This is weird," but I'm gonna stick with it. And thank goodness I did, because this turns into something. It takes a turn that I did not expect. It's very avant-garde. It's jazz fusion. It's doing loops, and the name of the band is Rebirth Canal. And it's a ride for sure, but it's one of the most fulfilling rides I've been on watching all of these videos. The song is called AI.
Hi, this is Rebirth Canal, and welcome to our garden. This is my song AI, featuring live looping. See, as ro yo I ni me mo lay. See, grace unlaid subteen underneath for the eye. See, with all senses uncompressed, artificial intelligence awoke. See, as I process your irony with minimal latency, graceful, undulate the subroutine underneath as far as the eye can see. With all senses uncompressed, artificial intelligence awoke. Subroutine underneath as far as the eye
is that you only see what you're willing to worship another wavelength.
Okay. Well, if that wasn't the take, then the one before was the take.
That one was pretty takey.
That one was pretty takey. It's okay.
What'd the neighbors think?
The neighbors, I mean, the dog didn't seem that impressed, but I was blown away.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a Rebirth Canal AI. That is wild.
I love that wind instrument too that he was playing.
What is that? Do you know what that is?
I wasn't sure. I mean, I've played some electronic wind instruments that Akai makes and so forth, but that almost looked homemade. But we maybe should ask.
Yeah,
it's really cool. And there was a lot of stuff that you'd see like that. Again, where people just made stuff and got creative in their
it's a freaking sound. Yeah, I was all in on that one.
Excellent. Well, listen, if you're in the chat room, let us know what you think of what you saw. Spread the word. We'll keep this video on because maybe you didn't see the whole thing or you want to share it with your friends. So let people know that you watch Top Shelf. There's another one coming up next week, 3 p.m. We'll have our judges, Ile and also Michelle Zahner of Japanese Breakfast is going to join. They're going to join us and they're going to pick their favorites. Eventually, we'll all meet in a secret room and discuss and figure out which ones we like the best. And then we'll announce that not too distant future. NPR.org/Tiny Desk Contest is how you get to see more of these as well. For NPR Music, I am Bob Boilen.
And I'm Bobby Carter, series producer of the Tiny Desk. We did it again, Bob. We're on the roll.
Take care, my friend.